Tales from the Plains, Malaika and the Mongoose. Across the mighty Kenyan plains, dawn breaks from the east. The sun begins to heat the land like some powerful fiery beast. Just south of Tsavo Game Reserve lives the Jayuna Pride. Tata is their territory, where they roam both far and wide. Life for all is difficult, man and Wanyama too, with failing crops and dried up wells and rains long overdue. It was on a morning such as this, when she gazed across the plain, the topmost female of the pride, Naira was her name. The older Simbas of the group had left before the dawn, to hunt for food for hungry mouths, now waiting with a yawn. One by one they rubbed their eyes. The youngest was Malaika, daughter of Naira, a little mischief maker. The prettiest cub within the pride, with a coat of richest gold. But sometimes she found trouble, didn't do as she was told. She went up to her mother and rolled upon the ground. "My tummy's very empty, it's making funny sounds." Naira said, "Be patient, go find something to do. You'll have to wait like all the rest, for they're all hungry too. Take the young ones with you and find a game to play, but stay where we can see you, don't venture far away." Now playing games was always fun, so Malaika skipped away to find her friend Bomani and others who would play. It wasn't long before they sat together on the ground and very soon decided to play Who's Lost and Found. A game that's played around the world. Some call it hide and seek. While others find a place to hide, the finder must not peek. Bomani, they decided, would be the first to try, so they made him wear a blindfold to cover up his eyes. Count slowly down from 50, but don't count down too fast. And when you come to 0, the winner's who you find last. While Bomani started counting, they all ran off to hide. Some hid in scrubs and bushes, while some could not decide. Forgetting Naira's warning for staying close to home, the young cub wandered off the track and further still did roam. "He'll find them first," Malaika thought, "so I must find a special place where he will not discover me, not find a single trace." It wasn't long before she found the perfect place to hide, a small dark cave set in a bank with lots of space inside. She slowly crept into the cave, taking care of where to tread. But once inside it grew so dark she couldn't see ahead. Now in darkness all around, she didn't feel alone. A hissing sound grew closer, a sound to her well known. 2 green eyes glowed in the dark. The mamba sensed his prey. Malaika moved both back and forth to keep the snake at bay. "I'll soon catch you," the mamba hissed. "You're too young to trouble me. I'll unhinge my jaws and swallow you. Just you wait and see." It wasn't long before the cub was trapped against a rock, and if the venom didn't work, she might have died from shock. But just before the mamba struck, a shout came from above. "Oi, you green-eyed joker!" then gave a mighty shove. The snake looked up to catch a glimpse, for it had been distracted. Then a boulder struck it on the head. Its fangs were now retracted. Hissing, feeling very dazed, the mamba slithered away. "I'd better get you out of here," Malaika heard her rescuer say. When at last outside the cave, the pair came eye to eye. "Hujambo," said the mongoose as he swiped a tsetse fly. "Sijambo, thanks to you, my friend," a relieved Malaika said. "But tell me why you weren't afraid it could have eaten you instead." "Not really," said the mongoose. "I'm much too fast for him. I often have them for my tea, although they taste quite grim. Asante Rafiki Yangu, yes, thank you once again. But what do others call you?" "Toby Anchiro is my name." But just as they were chatting, stood Bomani looking down. He leapt right on the mongoose and knocked him to the ground. He held poor Topi in the dust with one paw on his chest. I see you found our breakfast. Shall we save some for the rest? But Malaika wasn't having this as she pushed Bomani away, saying, Let him be, he saved me. He'll not be food this day. Sawa, I hear you, said Bomani, staggering back. We owe you much, my little friend, so won't make you our snack. Malaika bid Topi farewell, saying, Lala Salama tonight. Kwahiri, said the mongoose, then scampered away out of sight. Bomani and Malaika returned to the others and played, while all of them still feeling hungry and Tommy still rumbling away. But it wasn't long before they heard Naira's special call. They knew it meant the hunt was back, with food enough for all. The older Jauna Simbas made sure the young ate first. Then drinking from the waterhole, they quickly quenched their thirst. By the early afternoon, the sun beat down much stronger. Sheltering under rocks and trees, they could bear the heat no longer. In the shadow of an acacia tree, Malaika dozed away. Her mother lay right next to her, trying to keep the flies at bay. As the day grew cooler, Malaika finally woke and caught a glimpse of Naira's face. She paused, then finally spoke. Mother, is there something wrong? Something I should know? You seem to have a jolly look. Are you unwell or feeling low? Naira did her best to hide the worried look she wore. She didn't want to scare her cub, the one she so adored. Hakuna Matata Bamini. There's no need to worry your head. Then she licked the brow of Malaika and spoke of the mongoose instead. It was luck you found Topi and Chiro. He came to your aid in the cave, but you must heed the warnings I give. Please listen and don't misbehave. Malaika said she was sorry and in future would do as she's told. Then she walked off to look for Bomani, but stayed within the Jauna patrol. The warnings from parents to offspring are the same all over the earth. Whether Wanadamu or Wanyama, they are lessons taught from birth. They care for their young and their safety, for dangers abound everywhere, making rules for their aid and protection, simply born out of loving and care.